What up, YouTube? Ryan Matta here, owner of YourSupplyHub.com, coming at you with another PPE training video. I just want to say thank you to all you guys who reached out and shared the love about my video on the how to spot a fake or counterfeit N95 face mask. I put a ton of time into that and I'm glad that it helped you guys. The next question I've been getting asked is about N95 masks, like on the markings, the packaging, all that good stuff, how to spot fakes, how to spot the counterfeits, how to verify if they're legit, documentation, all that stuff. So the last video I had focused on like the documentation part, so how you could actually request that documentation from your supplier or the manufacturer to verify that they're actually selling you masks that are FDA approved and all that good stuff. So the next question is about the N95s and this type of packing, right? So got lucky, I got a box from my dad, so I don't know the supplier. You know, assuming you bought a face mask on eBay, say, right? There's a 90 to a 95% chance that that face mask is fake. I bought 20 different ones on eBay and I've not once got a legit one. So I got this box from my dad. Supposedly they're legit. They're from a new supplier at his business, but they're actually from a business, like an actual vendor, a legit supplier. So I assume that these are real, right? But I want to go through the process just like I were one of you guys, no experience, and I want to teach you guys everything you need to look out for, markings on the box, packaging in the box, right? What type of marks you're actually going to be looking for on the actual masks themselves, right? So you can see some of these have markings. So I broke it down into little different parts, right? So first I'm going to cover the N95s, then I'm going to go into the CM brand KN95s, show you exactly what the markings are on all of those, so you know exactly. So if you don't buy CM brand from me, which are the best KN95 masks in the world, at least you can verify that you're actually getting legit KN95 CM brand masks, because now that they're the most popular brand being sold in the United States right now, and they're one of the only FDA approved brands, everybody wants them, which means fakes are coming. So there's gonna be a ton of fakes in every type of face mask. I mean, I think I've seen like 17 to 19 different fakes just of KN95 mask on the CDC's website last week. They just published a ton of results. I also made a video about all the face mask filter results, how to find out all that information on the CDC's website. So definitely do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be putting out a ton of great free content for you guys. The only way I can keep putting out the free content is if I get a ton of subscribers, and you guys really help me get these videos ranking. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, smash that fucking subscribe button, hook me up so I can keep hooking you guys up. I appreciate it. Made a little blooper reel if you want to see how many times it took me to say all this shit. It's pretty fucking funny. So let's dive right into it. First thing we're gonna talk about is the NIOSH Certified N95, world's best face mask, only face mask allowed to be used in hospitals in the United States until 2 weeks ago. The cream of the crop, CDC approved, best, hands down, coolest motherfucking bullshit, most overpriced fucking face mask you can get. Way better filter level, way overpriced, way less priced, uncomfortable as fuck, comfortable as fuck, right? So let's dive into it. And then also, I ordered some fake counterfeit face masks myself. So I'm gonna show you guys what to look out for on packaging. I mean, you guys open one of these face masks, they are the real deal. I mean, by looks, you cannot tell. By touch, you cannot tell. I mean, by looks, yeah, this is missing the marking, but had this had a marking on it, this would be one of the best fake or counterfeit masks I've ever seen. I don't carry these on our site. I don't believe in carrying them on my site, but I've had so many customers be like, fuck it, like we don't care, we want a KN95 mask. If it's not FDA approved, we just want a good quality mask that we can only pay $2 for. So I'm gonna try to stock these if I can get them through customs. Not sure if I'm even legally allowed to do all that stuff, so I gotta reach out to my attorney first, make sure I can legally do that. And I'm gonna be very clear that I do not know the filter ratings on these. I do not know if they're FDA approved, but they feel legit, they feel real, they're really good quality. And I filter tested them where I put them on with the match and lit the match and blew out. So they do filter really well. Now, whether they filter 95% or 75%, I can't say 100%. So I'm gonna be very transparent on that when I start selling these on my website. Right now I only have 100. So if you're interested in some cheap ass KN95 masks for fucking under $3, I got you. And then I'm stocking another brand, GCPC, just got approved by the FDA. They're supposed to be a little bit better priced. They'll be in this week. And then of course, I got a full collection of CM brand face masks, world's best KN95 mask, no doubt, 100 times over. Out of all the thousands and thousands I've sold, I've not had one customer want a refund, ever. So go ahead, hope you guys do enjoy this video. Like, subscribe, let's get into it.
So this next part is going to be boring. I will always put skip ahead timers in my videos, so at any point, if you get bored, or already understand the information I am teaching, you can skip right ahead to the next part. Take a look in the top left corner of the screen for skip ahead timers. I'm also going to play some PPE videos to keep you entertained while I explain these definitions. When verifying the authenticity of your face mask, I need you to understand what markings you will be looking for, and in order to teach you what markings to look for, I need you to understand what NIOSH stands for and why it's used. That way, I can explain why the hype over a NIOSH certification is complete bullshit. The number one question people ask me is, what does NIOSH Certified mean? NIOSH stands for National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. According to Wikipedia, the NIOSH air filtration rating is the US NIOSH's classification of filtering respirators. It's very confusing when they say respirator because a normal person thinks of a respirator as one of those big-ass face masks with the canisters, when really by definition a respirator is a face mask that filters over 95% of pathogens. Moving forward, we're going to refer to them as face masks and not respirators. The other ratings describe the device's ability to protect the wearer from dust and liquid droplets in the air. The certification and approval process for respiratory protective devices is governed by the Code of Federal Regulations, which states, the Code of Federal Regulations is the codification of the general and permanent rules and regulations, also called administrative law, published in the Federal Register by the executive departments and agencies of the federal government in the United States. The classifications only cover the filtration of particles or aerosols, not the air purifying respirator's ability to remove chemical gases and vapors from air, which is regulated under 42 CFR 84 Subpart L. NIOSH has currently established 9 classifications of approved particulate filtering face masks based on a combination of the face masks series and efficiency level. The first part of the filter's classification indicates the series using the letters N, R, or P to indicate the filter's resistance to filtration efficiency degradation when exposed to oil-based aerosols, lubricants, cutting fluids, glycerin, etc. Definitions and intended use for each series are indicated below. The letter N in the word N95 stands for, not resistant to oil. Used when oil particulates are not present. They were tested using sodium chloride particles. The letter R in R95 stands for resistance to oil, used when oil particulates are present, and the filter is disposed of after one shift. They are tested with DOP oil particles. The letter P in P95 stands for oil-proof. They get used when oil particulates are present, and the filter is reused for more than one shift. They are tested with DOP oil particles. The second value indicates the minimum efficiency level of the filter. For example, if the face mask is labeled as an N95, this means the face mask is not resistant to oil, and the 95 represents that this style of face mask has a filtration system that will filter at least 95% of pathogens. When tested according to the protocol established by NIOSH, each filter classification must demonstrate the minimum efficiency level indicated below. NIOSH particulate face mask classes, minimum efficiency levels. N95, R95, and P95. If 10 face masks get tested, all 10 masks must score over a 95% filter rating. N99 or 99 and P99. If 10 face masks get tested, all 10 masks must score over a 99% filter rating. N100 are 100 and P100. If 10 face masks get tested, all 10 masks must score over a 9.97% filter rating. So now that we understand the definitions given to us by Wikipedia, let's go over the information you are going to read on the CDC's website. The N95 respirator is the most common of the 7 types of particulate filtering facepiece respirators. This product filters at least 95% of airborne particles but is not resistant to oil. This webpage provides a table of NIOSH-approved N95 respirators, listed alphabetically by manufacturer. You can select a particular manufacturer by clicking on the first letter of their name on the index below. There are some products that are approved by NIOSH as an N95 masks, and also cleared by the Food and Drug Administration as a surgical mask. These products get referred to as surgical N95 masks. To view a definition of surgical N95 respirators, for your convenience, the surgical N95 respirators get indicated with a model number, followed by the product line in bold text, followed by the FDA. If you have a product you believe is NIOSH approved and FDA cleared that does not appear on this list, you can check with CDC to determine if the face mask is NIOSH approved, and you can also check with the FDA Center for Specific Devices. All right. Time to dive into the nitty-gritty. So let's make a checklist first. After we make the checklist and understand precisely what we want to look for, We are going to pull up the box of N95 face masks my dad gave to me, and see if we can verify their authenticity. Another key factor I want to point out when explaining NIOSH certification: NIOSH is an American standard, meaning N95 face masks are a standard created for American-made products. Just like we use inches in the United States, and in Europe, they use the millimeters and centimeters. The same goes for KN95 face masks. KN95 face masks are not made in America. You should never see a NIOSH KN95 face mask. If you do, that should be a big red flag. Now that might change at a later date, but as of now, I have never seen a NIOSH KN95 face mask. So here is the list of marking that we will be looking for. Number 1. Example of exterior markings: approval holder business name, a registered trademark, or an easily understood abbreviation. If privately labeled, the private label name or logo will appear instead of the approval holder's business name. Here is a perfect example. Please take a look at CM brand KN95 face masks we sell. The brand name is CM, but the manufacturer name is Jiande Kame Daily Chemicals. Many customers message me about this, saying they cannot find anything that says that the FDA approves CM brand. They should not be looking for the brand name. They should be looking for the manufacturer's name. I really think this is a huge flaw in the system used by the FDA. I say that because they make things so confusing. Even when you have a real product, it's hard to verify it's legit. I think a lot more people will be upset after they watch this video and realize they have been using counterfeit masks for the last 60 days. I can only imagine how many people have got infected in the United States because the face mask they were wearing was counterfeit. Number 2. You should see the NIOSH name in block letters, or at the very least, you should see the NIOSH logo. No questions asked. If the face mask does not have this logo, the face mask you are inspecting is fake. Although, please keep in mind, unlike CM brand, who engraves the marking onto their face masks, a large majority of N95 face masks have these logos printed on. When a company only prints or stamps a logo onto their product, it makes them that much easier to counterfeit. Number 3. TC approval number TC84A4X. For products manufactured after September 2008, the TC approval number is required to appear on the product. A TC numbers and cartridge colors. The following table provides the classifications for the TC testing and certification for the face masks commonly used for pesticide applications. The approval number will be displayed on the side of the face mask. The marking will always be in this exact format. The marking will always start with the letters TC, followed by a 6-digit letter number combo. TE numbers and letters apply to the complete respirator assembly. For example, the facepiece and air purifying elements. Number 4. The filter designation can always be found on the outside of the face mask, aka a NIOSH filter series. Alphanumerical rating, followed by the filter efficiency level. For example, N95, N99, N100, R95, P95, P99 and P100 are just several potential filter designations you will find on your face mask if it is legit. Number 5. Lot #4X. Lot number and the date that the product was manufactured on. Lot numbers and dates are only recommended. They are not required. A simple example would be CM brand's face mask. The lot number would most likely reference the model number. For example, if my model is 6005-1, then my lot number might be 6005, followed by the year 2020. So if CM brand made N95 face masks, you would see a full marking that looked like this: 6005-2020 or 6005-0520. They could do the year, or they could do the month and year. At least the research I've done suggests that other brands use these types of marking on their N95 face masks. The model that my dad gave me does not seem to have this marking on them. I think this will be a common occurrence. Ink cost money. If a company is not required to put these marking onto the face mask, I have a feeling most brands won't. Last but not least, number 6. Model number or part number. For example, XXXX1234. In my opinion, this is by far the most important making on a legit face mask. At least for KN95 face masks, I find this to be true. To be an FDA-approved face mask, the manufacturer must submit a ton of documentation. One of the forms they must submit is a Medical Device Registration Catalog Number, aka the model number. This form must contain a photograph of the product itself and a picture of the packing. These images of these products must get published on the manufacturer website. Once approved by the FDA, the manufacturer is required to submit this documentation to customs. Take a look at these images. This is CM brand's catalog listing, with the model number clearly displayed on the factory box, on the individual product packing, and again on the product itself. When customs stops a shipment, they open the package, and they need to inspect that the products are what they claim to be. So customs agents can see this number in 3 places. Number 1, on the factory box, number 2, on the individual mask packaging, and number 3 on the product itself. I have noticed a lot of N95 face masks do not come individually packaged. In my opinion, especially when dealing with COVID-19, imagine being in a hospital, working on the front lines. I would assume there would be a box of face masks outside of every room. A nurse would grab a new face mask out of the box, then put the face mask on before entering the patient's room. You would never know if the nurse who came before you washed her hands before she grabbed her mask. You could never tell what germs or pathogens may have cross-contaminated the remaining masks inside the box, and without special UV light boxes, there would be no way to disinfect the face mask before you put it on. If we get enough people all asking the same questions, we will make special training videos for that topic. I also wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you to the brave men and women working on the front lines, the brave men and women working at the United States Postal Service, UPS, FedEx, and DHL, and all of the essential workers out there playing their part to keep this country up and running. You are all risking your lives and putting it all on the line. You are all heroes. We are so grateful for your services, and we are honored to be at your service. If your employers are only providing you with a cloth or surgical face mask, please share this video with them, or tag them in the comments below, and we will contact them directly and see if we can get your team better protection. We hope you all have an amazing day. Stay safe, stay protected, work hard. If you or your family needs supplies, visit our website, www.yoursupplyhub.com.